Hi guys! So a couple days ago, I uploaded a video on my channel, which was a review of a new tablet that I got called the HK1060 Pro Graphics tablet, and this video is a speed paint of me drawing with that tablet, and I'm just going to talk a little bit while you're watching the speed paint about how it feels to use this tablet and how it feels to draw with the tablet, because like I mentioned in that video, which I will link to in the description by the way, I am not that used to drawing with a tablet. I've been coloring with a tablet for years, but because my old tablet didn't have pressure sensitivity, it really wasn't very good for drawing, so I would draw by hand, scan it in, and then color. But now that I have a real good tablet with 2048 levels of pressure sensitivity, I wanted to give actually drawing with the tablet a try. So that's what this is. As you can see here, I'm sketching out like the shapes with the tablet, and it was really weird because, like I said, I'm really not used to drawing with the tablet, and it is different from drawing by hand. Like it's similar, but it definitely feels different. But it feels amazingly better to use a tablet with real pressure sensitivity, because I used to try to draw with my old tablet which didn't have pressure sensitivity, and it was a nightmare. I didn't feel at all like drawing by hand, but this with the pressure sensitivity kind of feels like drawing by hand, enough that it's doable, right? So anyways, I don't know if you can tell just from these outliney sketches, but I'm drawing Roadrat, Roadhog, and Junkrat from Overwatch. I love them dearly. They're two of my favorite characters in Overwatch. If you haven't played Overwatch or you don't know what it is, go check it out. It's a great game. Roadhog and Junkrat are great characters. I realized, like, a little further in this video, this drawing starts to look very, like, not safe for work. I promise they're just kissing, and Junkrat is as clothed as he ever is. He's wearing pants, but at certain points it kind of looks like he's naked, so maybe don't watch this video with your boss sitting next to you. But it's fine. It's not actually an inappropriate drawing. Junkrat is just a sensual boy. Yeah, so that was that first part of the video was me sketching it out. I think, and I mean, I don't have like a lot of comparison because this is the only like tablet with real pressure sensitivity that I've ever used, so I don't know how the pressure sensitivity in this compares to other more expensive tablets. I can't say, but as someone who has only ever used a tablet with no pressure sensitivity, it felt pretty great. Also, like I said, it has 2048 levels of pressure sensitivity, which apparently, according to research that I did when I was looking for what tablet to buy, a lot of cheaper tablets only have like half that amount. So this tablet, like I said in the video that I'll link to, it was only $62, 62 Canadian dollars. So I think that's even cheaper if you're American. So it was a fantastic price, and it worked really, really well. It felt super, super smooth and nice to draw with. It actually felt doable. Like when I used my old tablet that didn't have pressure sensitivity, it didn't feel doable to draw with it. It felt so stiff, and so it never looked nice. But this actually, I enjoyed it. Like it felt smooth and nice, and more difficult than drawing by hand, just because I'm so used to drawing by hand, but infinitely better than my old tablet. So if, you know, that counts for anything, it was nice. It was nice to draw with. As you can see here, I did sort of like a sketchy sketch just to sort of shape out like the body placement and whatever. That's how I do it when I draw by hand as well. Like I do a very, very rough sketch of sort of the poses and everything, like where I want everything to be, and then I go over it like I'm doing here, a lot more detailed, actually filling in the details. And then the next step after this would be to do like very clean, smooth line art. I didn't do that here. The line art you're seeing me do here is the line art I stuck with, very sketchy line art. That's how I tend to draw by hand as well. I used to line a lot of my pencil drawings in ink and then have like those clean, smooth lines, but I always felt that it looked more stiff and I didn't really enjoy that. So for a long time I've been drawing in pencil and just scanning it in, cleaning up that pencil sketch, but not ever actually lining it. So that's what I did here. I might do another drawing video where I actually do proper line art, but here's just very sketchy line art, and this drawing really was sort of an experiment. I did some tiny sketches before this just to test out how the tablet felt, but this is the first full-on drawing I really did with this tablet, so it was really an experiment. It's not perfect. The poses are a little awkward and stiff. The line art's very sketchy, could have been better, but it was really just to see like how it felt to use this tablet, and just in comparison to my old tablet, it was just infinitely nicer to draw with. Also, I hope you enjoy this Roadrat kisses, because I really love Roadrat, guys. It's a fantastic ship. So anyways, after this, you're gonna see me coloring, and I guess, how did I feel about coloring with this tablet? I don't think it was the fault of the tablet. Like, I think the tablet worked fine. Like, as far as I can tell, the tablet is great. I will mention a little later in the video a couple issues I have with the tablet, but for the most part, it was great. But the thing is, I'm really, really used to coloring with a tablet that has no pressure sensitivity. I've been using it for years and years and years to color, and I'm super used to it. And, so coloring with a tablet that did have pressure sensitivity felt really weird, because I'm used to my lines when I'm coloring to be very, precise, and when you have pressure sensitivity, you know, there's like weight to the lines, so it was strange. So it was really good for drawing, but it felt weird to me for coloring. And again, I don't have a lot of experience using tablets that have pressure sensitivity, so maybe there's like a setting or something that you change when you color. I really have no idea, but it just felt weird to have like, it felt harder to color inside the lines when you have this weight, whereas like I'm used to drawing where every like pen stroke has the same weight, so you're used to coloring in the lines. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense. But the other thing I had, and I think this is more an issue with learning Photoshop, because this is one of the first drawings I've ever done in Photoshop. I don't know if you've watched any of my other art videos, but I always for years and years and years, I've been using GIMP, which is like a free open source sort of like Photoshop thing, but it's different in little ways. In ways that when you're really, really, really used to using GIMP and you've been using it for years, Photoshop is sort of awkward to switch to just because you're not used to it. The reason I was using Photoshop is because so far, and one of the issues there is with this tablet, is I have not been able to make this tablet work with GIMP. It works great with Photoshop, cannot make it work with GIMP. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if it just doesn't work with GIMP, but so far I'm forced to use Photoshop with this tablet. And so this drawing, not only was there a learning curve with the tablet, but there was a learning curve with the program because I'm not used to using Photoshop. I've used Photoshop a little bit for image editing, but like never for drawing. So I also don't really know how that works. I don't know if you see here, I'm actually doing each color on a different layer, and I'm not used to doing that. When I draw in GIMP, I do almost all my colors on the same layer. But in Photoshop, I found that when I tried to do that, they either, like, the colors wouldn't go on top of each other, or when they did, they'd be like, you could see the color through the other color. I don't know, it just did something really weird that it doesn't do in GIMP. Like, in GIMP, when you do a bunch of solid colors on the same layer, they just go over top of each other. But it wasn't working like that in Photoshop, and I don't know, it's probably that I don't understand completely how Photoshop works yet, so I will learn probably, but for now it was a little bit weird just because I didn't fully understand how to use Photoshop as an art program. So there will be a learning curve with both this tablet and Photoshop, but I still enjoy this drawing. I'm quite proud of this drawing. I think it turned out nice, and it's a lot nicer than most other things I've drawn with a tablet. So that, you know, that's props to that tablet. Other notes I had about the tablet. One thing about it is, so there's no screen protector on this tablet, and I did this drawing, one other drawing, and like a few tests, and the tablet surface is already quite scratched up. Like, if you look at it in like light, you can kind of see where it's been scratched, which is not great. It's probably my fault for not getting a screen protector. I should get a screen protector. My other tablet was also quite scratched up, but it was like 10 years old. Maybe not 10 years, but like maybe like 7 years old. So it was quite old. So the fact that this got scratched up so quickly maybe is a sign of it being cheap. I don't know. I don't know if most tablets get scratched up quickly. Oh, also, okay, so at this point in the video, you can see that I'm smudging the shadow layer. So when I use GIMP, that is always, or almost always, how I shade. I do sort of blocky chunks of shadow, and then I sort of smudge them. Because GIMP has a really, really, really great smudge. I think it's actually called, no, yeah, it is the smudge tool, not the blur tool. The smudge tool. GIMP has a great smudge tool. The smudge tool works really well. It never freezes up. It's very smooth. It makes really, really nice smudged lines. Photoshop doesn't have that, at least in my experience. Trying to use the smudge tool in Photoshop sucks. Like, it's so jerky and slow, and you can't have like a nice smooth line when you're using it. It's like always like loading in between uses, and the smudges don't look very nice, and it just, so I really did to smudge the shadows and do my usual coloring style, and as you can see, I just kept undoing it. I just didn't like it. When it's sped up like this, you can't tell as much, but when it's like normal speed, every like few seconds when you go to smudge something, it like loads and it waits and it lags. And I don't know if it's because my computer is not a super powerful computer and it can't handle Photoshop, or if that's just how Photoshop does smudging. But anyways, I couldn't stand it, so I ended up giving up and just having this like blocky sort of cell shading because the smudging just wasn't doing it for me. But that has nothing to do with the tablet. That's all on me learning Photoshop. and my experience with Photoshop. So yeah, the only other thing I had about the tablet was that once in a while, the buttons, the programmable buttons, it wouldn't do what you wanted it to do. Like if you were trying to make the brush bigger, it wouldn't go bigger. But if you just tapped the tablet once with the pencil or with the pen, it fixed itself. So it was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't like a big issue. So hopefully in the future it won't become more of an issue. I don't know. So far that's kind of what my experience of this tablet has been. So overall, quite good. I will do more art videos with this tablet and talk to you more if the tablet starts having issues or if I really enjoy it. I will let you know how that goes. So thank you for watching. I hope this was at least a bit educational, and I hope you enjoyed the Roadrat fan art, because I love me some Roadrat. It's a great ship, so you should let me know in the comments if you have this tablet or another tablet, or if this was a useful video to you and you're thinking of buying this tablet. Let me know. Also let me know if you like Roadrat, and you can like this video and subscribe, because like I said, I do more art videos and I will do more videos with this tablet, and you will get to see more of it and whether or not it works well. Also in the description I will link to that other video where I reviewed this tablet more thoroughly, so you can go watch that. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye!